here we go. It's me, Gregory Manarino. Monday, January 29th, 2024. This is my pre-market report. Is it astonishing to you how we call these things before they happen? If you recall, literally the day that we started bombing Yemen, I said in my morning video that an attack on Yemen was imminent, and then bam, the United States and its coalition partners hit Yemen. Now, you and I have been talking about why, specifically why, the United States has a bomb site right over Iran. Again, before anybody else, this is just a no-brainer because this is their old playbook. What they're doing here clearly is dusting off the old playbook because it works every single time, and that's what they're doing, making a case to attack Iran, and nothing is what it appears to be. You know exactly what this is all about. See, the American people, the people of the world don't know what's going on here, okay? It's as clear as day to me, and it should be as clear as day to you. We've covered this at length. As a matter of fact, 5 days ago, I said, watch for an attack on Iran, which hasn't happened yet directly. It will. Iraq got hit. I said Iran is next. Clearly, what's going on here is this is meant to send a message to the BRICS nations. Do not threaten the petrodollar. People, Iran, a founding member of OPEC, is I think it was the third or the fourth of this month here, has now aligned themselves with the BRICS nations. This is a direct threat to the petrodollar. It would not be allowed to stand. They're going to kill as many people as they have to, and of course lie to as many people as they have to tell you what's really going on. This is a false flag of the highest order, only to get the American people to get back another war. Oh, service members were killed, and 3 apparently, and dozens wounded. How did they not see this coming? How did they not see this coming? Of course they did. It's one of those things that they allow to happen so the American people can get all angry about it and start waving their flags like we said would happen. They're not done here. I mean, it's amazing to me. Look, you don't got to be like Nostradamus or have a crystal ball or anything to know what's going on here. You just have to know what their playbook is, because they use the same one over and over and over and over again because it works. And we got members of Congress coming out of the woodwork talking about direct attacks on Iran. It's gonna happen here. And did you see the U.S. 10-year yield this morning on the back of this? Bam! We have dropped exactly as you and I have expected it to do. It's not going to last. And the more bombs, the more missiles, the more people that die in the Middle East, the lower that's going to go. This is the Federal Reserve. You have to understand, the enforcement arm of the Federal Reserve. People, look this up for yourself if you don't believe me. If you understand the petrodollar, then you get what's happening here. It's unbelievable. Nobody has a clue. Nobody at all. Again, what we're seeing here is a political message from the Federal Reserve being enforced by the U.S. military and its so-called coalition partners, none of which is a BRICS nation, to send a message to the BRICS nations. Stop, or we're going to blow you guys, everyone, off the face of the world. That's what this is all about. Defending the petrodollar, which is dying. You all know that. Do you think they're going to allow this to happen? Really? Unbelievable, man. So another false flag. And another thing too. We covered here in this blog how more than likely, again, this is a presidential selection year. The illusion of the market, the illusion of safety here in the United States must be maintained. So, no false flag event here, because again, they blame the creature sitting behind the Resolute desk. Can't do that. Kill American service people overseas, of course, in the Middle East. Like they didn't see this coming. They didn't have some kind of radar advanced warning. Of course they did. Turned it all off, of course. So this can happen, of course. Allow it to happen so the American people can get behind yet another war, and they're going to be dragged right into it, as they always are. The system is dying, okay? Forget about the banking system, which I have covered recently. The financial system, big problems here. Again, a perpetual black hole. and the banks are in major trouble. The financial system is in major trouble. The debt-based system is in a lot of trouble. So what? Again, the Federal Reserve, in collusion with other central banks who are hell-bent on keeping the debt-based economic model going here, are dismantling the system. That's what you're seeing here to issue in their new system. They cannot allow the BRICS nations to survive. They're sending a message. This could lead, since they're already at war. I mean, they're trying to play this up again. Oh, I heard some imbecile this morning. It's kinetic. Oh, expect a kinetic action. A kinetic action. It's an intervention. It's a kinetic action. It's not war. Of course it's war. It's war. We are at war. And this war is going to get a lot bigger. Like we talked about. War in 24. Does this surprise a single one of you? I know for a fact that when all of you learned about the service people that died over there, and how now we have our Congress people that they love us so much, calling for direct attacks on Iran, you're laughing. You're laughing because we outlined this step by step by step. We called everything before it happened. Again, attacks in Yemen imminent. Bam. Then they get hit. 5 days ago, I put out a video. I said, Iran's next. Bam. They're going to be next. Period. You know where this is going. It's unfreaking believable. Anyway, 10-year yield dropping. Dollar a little stronger. So there's some fear in the market. But again, once Iran gets hit directly, and they will, you're going to see the 10-year yield fall. Let's see what the dollar does. You're going to get a knee-jerk higher in crude oil. Right now, crude isn't doing too much, which I'm surprised about. But again, you know where this is eventually going to go. Period. The end. You got stock futures right now, relatively flat. Trading doesn't start for about an hour and 17 minutes from the time I am doing this video blog. Bitcoin hovering around 42,000. Gold and silver catching